guys, I haven't done a Q&A in a while, so I thought I would do one, and I changed the environment a little bit because I know some of you are like, get away from that green screen. So there's a lot of green around me, but it's grass and trees, and it's fall, and it's beautiful, and there's actually a squirrel above me dropping, I think it's this. It's mushy. It smells weird. I don't know, but he's dropping these on my head. First question is from Puff Puff Sparkle, and you asked, I know it's a bit of trouble answering this, not so much trouble because I'm going to answer it, but I would really appreciate your help. I plan to travel from the UK to Morocco, then to Jordan, then Israel, then Madagascar, then India, and then through Nepal, Tibet, Bhutan, China, then down to Southeast Asia, and back home. It's a lot of places. Sounds pretty incredible. Can I come? You are curious to know if you should get a round the world ticket for this, because everywhere you looked, only specialists specialize in few countries, and ideally you want to include them all in one nice package. What would I recommend? I would recommend going with one-ways, because that is a very long trip, and the more countries that you add on when you're booking a round the world ticket, it's going to cost a lot more because it becomes more complicated. And for something like that, you might change your mind. Maybe you want to stay in Nepal or India or Madagascar longer. And if you get a round the world ticket, you have to book in advance, and you have to kind of know the dates of when you're going to be traveling to each country. If you change your mind, it's going to cost you quite a bit. So if you're booking a one-way ticket, you're free basically to do whatever you like. You can stay in one country longer than another, or maybe you don't want to stay in a country as long as you thought you would and you want to continue on. So it's going to be a lot simpler, easier, and a lot less money if you do one-way tickets. Now the website I always use when I book my flights is kayak.com, and it literally takes all the flights, all the airlines, and finds you the cheapest ticket and gives that to you, and you can book it, and there you go. You got the best deal on the internet. So to answer your question, simply, one-way tickets. Book them, use kayak.com, highly recommend it. Next question is from Uda Boozer1971AOK. That's probably the most difficult name I've had to say in one of these videos, so thanks for that. Where is the most beautiful place you've ever visited, and if you could live anywhere right now, anywhere in the world, where would it be? That's a really difficult question to answer because every place is beautiful in its own way. It may sound cliche, but that's true to me. I always find beauty everywhere I go, and so it's really difficult because every place is so unique and has its own characteristics and its own specialties and is beautiful in its own way. But I'd say, you guys hear me say this country all the time because it's my favorite. India is literally, it stimulates all of your senses at once, and I've never experienced that before in another country. So I'd say India has probably made the most impact on me when it comes to beauty and basically everything else all at once. If I could live anywhere right now, where would I live? I'm pretty actually happy living in Toronto right now just because I love the city. I've been to so many cities in the world, and Toronto still is like one of my top favorites. And there's a lot of opportunity here because I'm an actress as well. I like to balance my time between traveling and acting. So I think it's a great place for me right now. In the future, I'd actually like to live in Thailand. I'd love to live in Thailand because it's beautiful. It's affordable. You can get a lot for the Canadian dollar there, and I can have my own garden and fruit trees, mangoes and avocados and everything basically, and just live off the land, which is one of my dreams. The next question comes from James Saragianides. I know I said that wrong. Sorry. Hello Kristen, I need your opinion. I'm planning my first long trip, and because I'm a big fan of camping, cycling, I'm thinking of combining all of these into a totally free trip, except for food of course. What do you think? Is it possible to travel Europe with just money for food? I say absolutely. Anything's possible, really. I would think that would take a little bit more planning, and I would recommend doing some couch surfing. You say you like camping too, so bring your tent, leave the option of couch surfing open. If you feel like you don't really want to sleep outside, maybe it's going to be like a thunderstorm one night and some kind traveler somewhere in Europe will be like, come on and stay with me. So Couchsurfing is a good organization, a good website to become part of as well. A good community, I should say. I believe that the more budget your trip is, the more exciting it becomes and the more adventures you're going to have. So I think that is going to be an incredible trip. I would say check out different places where you can camp and whether it's legal to camp just randomly or you have to stay at camping parks and pay a certain amount of money, because that could be an issue, especially if you don't want to pay anything. I'm sure you can find some places, even if it's illegal, to, I don't know, hang out for the night secretly in a bush somewhere. Another thing I would recommend spending money on, just because I like to be safe, is travel insurance. So I know you want to just spend money on food, but I would recommend getting travel insurance, especially if you're doing an adventure like that. I hope you enjoyed this video and I answered some of your questions. If you have a question that you want answered, leave it in the comment box below, or you can tweet me, Facebook me, email me, leave a message on or comment on one of my posts on my website, whatever you want. You can find all the links in the description box below. And I swear there's a squirrel that's gonna hurt me. I'm gonna drop something. And I will see all you travel addicts later.